skills, you did. Ice on the wrist, car on the wrist, hole in the wrist, watch how I flip, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, watch how I whip, I'm in the whip, hole in the wrist, I never switch, ice on the wrist, I get the money but I never switch. They saying you switch 'cause you won't get it. You know they came from the bottom and now we is lit. You was lit, I gotta get it, I gotta get it. You hating 'cause ice on the wrist. Why bet you wanna be famous, They act like they made us, You know I'm icy in Vegas, This for the that hate us, I make a lot of new money, When the not savers, Be liking my flavor, I think it's cause ice on the wrist, on the wrist, on the wrist. Watch out for that, I never switch, I never switch.
Since I blew, they all on my hey, back then, didn't know I exist. Don't touch my cup, you know how I sip. Hey, got your long, that I made her when I showed out my whip. Hey, spent about 10 on my fit. Ex-slick, then hit with the back then, used to out the zip. Blow out his back, then dip. Got a whole party all on the ship. All these four things, pull out the VIP. Suck, turn up, baby, pour out the milk. So you know how I drip. Crip.
Hello, everyone.
All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Straight ahead, bragging rights on the line in the 46th meeting of the AFC and the NFC in the 2019 NFL Pro Bowl game. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
Ready? We're waiting. Let's go, B. Big series right here. We got to step it up.
They'll run. It's Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Now Breeze throwing on second down. That's complete to the receiver, Thielen. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. I think defensively you're okay with that. You're in the first quarter. He's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they're done.
And the pressure gets to Breeze as he's taken down. Credit the sack to Von Miller.
It always helps for a visiting team to come in and set the tone on defense. In fact, when we talked with them prior to the game, they said they wanted this home crowd to feel like they had to hide their valuables when they were in town.
Well, the home crowd quiet now early. See if their offense can take over and get some points on the board. Fielded just inside the 20. 34 yards on the return. But for a moment, looked like he had a shot to go all the way. And it'll be a short field ahead as the AFC takes over 1st and 10. Here's a carry for James Conner of the Steelers. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or two shy of the 30. And a nice carry there of 15 yards. That O-line, they cleared a big hole there on that run.
The athleticism of offensive lines continues to evolve, and we're seeing it here. Not only are they controlling things right at the line of scrimmage, but they're able to get upfield to get to what we call the second and the third levels. You know, get to the linebacker spot, the secondary spot, getting all the way downfield with their blocking, which helps keep the running back clean.
They'll try to continue that trend here this afternoon. Mahomes now to throw. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. The linebacker, Bobby Wagner, able to get back in coverage and knock it free.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Forced out to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
That's something you have to be aware of as a defense and have to find a way to account for him. And if you're not going to use a spy, you're telling your guys to keep your eyes on him, because when he breaks out and makes plays like that, all he does is hurt you.
Have to at least be able to contain him somewhat. There they could not. On first down, it's Connor. And power running here down to the 6-yard line. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3. On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Flushed out right. 5 yards on the scramble, and that's enough to pick up the first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Now here's Mahomes, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, surprise, surprise. 1st and goal at the 1. No quarterback sneak. No running play. They decided to throw for it, but the pressure got to him quickly and put the quarterback down.
On 2nd down now, it's Connor. And he'll work his way closer to the goal line as he's got 5 down to the 3. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal. Here's Mahomes to throw. And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins there to make the grab. And the AFC has taken the early lead. So the AFC, they won the Pro Bowl the last couple of seasons and off to another good start here.
Yeah, how about that? The first touchdown of this game. How many more do we expect to see?
Hopefully a lot. I want offense in this ball game.
I don't think there's any question about it. Rarely do you get defensive struggles in the Pro Bowl.
And he is not going to make it. They stop him up short, and this will remain a 6-0 ball game.
Well, partner, since this new 2-point rule came into play, offenses spend a lot more time working on it. That means the defenses are doing the exact same thing.
This will be fielded at the 6. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the NFC offense set to take over again. Well, we can continue to talk Pro Bowl as we go along, but let's talk a little Super Bowl. Super Bowl 53, 1 week from today over in Atlanta, New England taking on the Rams. Time for your Super Bowl prediction, CD. What do you think?
Well, everyone thinks defense when they think the New England Patriots, but in the time that they've had their head coach and their quarterback, Tom Brady, guess what? They're the #1 offensive team in the NFL. And you know the Rams are high flyers as well. So that tells me that this Super Bowl, low scoring. It's going to be a total anomaly. I'm thinking somewhere in the neighborhood of 13-10 final score. Going totally opposite what it should be.
Wow. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamal Adams. And he will not get all the way home, but he will take this back down to about the 2-yard line.
Well, they didn't exactly show patience there, did they? Just down a score, they come out firing right away and compound things by throwing an interception. They put their defense in a really tough spot.
And that is caught for an AFC touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown in this opening quarter. And the AFC adds on to their lead. And now a 2-point conversion attempt forthcoming. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Rolling to his right. And a little floater there is incomplete. So now, Charles, 2 touchdowns, 2 tries at 2-point conversions, and both fail.
And you want to say, let's go ahead and run the kicker out there from now on. But the problem is you're chasing points at this stage. So now you've got to dial up more 2-point conversions and hope you're successful from here on out.
This is taken just shy of the 10 here. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line. The NFC offense heading back onto the field. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be second down. Here's a carry for Saquon Barkley and the Giants. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. It's NFC football here to begin quarter number 2. They do, however, have a tough 3rd and long coming up. Throwing now is Breeze. Caught by the tight end Ertz. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves them just short for 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
A very good return there. Give him an even 20 yards. And the AFC will take over 1st and 10. Getting set to go again, DeAndre Hopkins marches back onto the field. He has certainly made the most of his catches so far, both of them going for touchdowns here in half number 1.
And we've never met a team that doesn't talk about getting off to a fast start and featuring guys that they want to have the ball early. We're seeing both of those come into play here. Off to an incredible start, got their feature guy going, and now everyone else should have opportunities.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now Mahomes. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Mahomes finding his fellow Chief Hill for the AFC 1st down. Mahomes now on 1st down. Sliding out of the pocket. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time. And that'll bring up 2nd down. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. And again, it's Mahomes. They'll roll him out right. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malcolm Jenkins.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now this pass into the hands of Saquon Barkley. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it 2nd down. Now Breeze. Looking left sideline, incomplete.
Well, sometimes those cliches really come true, don't they? When they talk about it takes all 11 to play good defense. We've seen that in this ball game. I think the secondary has to be singled out, though. They are in the presence of every receiver whenever the ball's thrown, and this one they help force another incompletion. And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up 1st downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Just 21 yards on the punt there. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. First play of the drive going for 14 and a 1st down.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good.
But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will set up shop at at their own 46-yard line. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 46. Jones has it. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down. They'll run with the Rams' Todd Gurley. 2 yards gets them back to where they started, but now 3rd and 10. The numbers for the NFC on 3rd down. 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Breeze. Is this intercepted? It is. It's intercepted. It's J.J. Watt, and they get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. It's complete to Hopkins. Well, he will score. Touchdown AFC. DeAndre Hopkins on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. And the AFC is able to widen their advantage. That's what we want right there, CD. It's a Pro Bowl. Give us some of these long touchdowns.
We want plays that cover a lot of ground. We want long-distance plays, whether long-distance runs, long-distance passes. It doesn't matter. In the Pro Bowl, big plays are what we're all looking for.
He hits the big target for the 2-point try. Defenses hate those guys, especially around the goal line.
It's hard to decide who you're going to put on him. Are you going to put a smaller corner on him? Are you going to put a safety who doesn't have maybe the same coverage skills? How about a linebacker? He may have the size, but he's not used to really covering in space. That's why the tight end gives you such a great advantage when you're throwing the football.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Breeze in the NFC come up now with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And he finds his tight end. It's Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down. On 1st down, it's Gurley. Tackle made there by Myles Garrett.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Working from the gun, it's Breeze. It's caught. Jones evades the tackler, and now some space. And he's able to get it all the way down to the 20. It's a big play that time for the NFC. 41 yards. This will be their first trip to the red zone. 1st and 10 right at the 20. Caught by Jones. And he will score. Touchdown NFC. A 20-yard touchdown. And the NFC able to cut into that lead. Aldrich Rosas on for the extra point.
Brandon, what we just saw there were 2 guys who are in sync. The person delivering the ball, but especially the person running the route. Tremendous job. It results in a terrific play.
So 5 yards for running into. Lucky it wasn't 15 for roughing.
No doubt about it, because they protect the kickers and the guys holding the ball almost as much as they protect quarterbacks in the pocket. They don't want those types of injuries.
Able to slither by. And not a bad return. Here he gets it out to the 25-yard line. DeAndre Hopkins and the rest of the offense heading back onto the field. He's doing what he's capable of, having a solid game. Not the most amazing game. He's not over 100 yards, but a good game so far.
And you just know that mentally, he feels like he's one catch away from turning it into a great game and starting on that road. And the defenders are well aware of that, too. They've got to figure out a way to not let that escalate. Keep him right in this zone here and call it a day, because otherwise he can really decimate them.
Better believe they are well aware of his playmaking ability. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Mahomes going to throw, eluding the pressure right. And he's got his man. That's Landry. And he will have a first down here at about the 4. Move the chains. They'll run it here with the Chargers' Melvin Gordon. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. And they line up now for what will likely be the last play of the first half. To throw, it's Mahomes. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground. So we're at halftime. All right, hang on. We'll jump over halftime. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one taken from the 7. Able to power through. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Dancing, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The take, DeMarcus Lawrence with a sack. On 2nd down, it's Connor, and he'll lose yardage here, back to the 15. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's 3rd down. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Throwing now is Mahomes. And it's knocked away and incomplete. It was the veteran safety Malcolm Jenkins who got a hand in there to disrupt it.
And absolutely zero surprise that one was incomplete, huh? I mean, truthfully, how many OCs have we seen with 3rd and 20 on their play sheet and go, oh, I've got the exact play dial up?
Now, that's just a head-scratching down when you're facing a 3rd and 20. Tried to complete it, couldn't get it done. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And now the football's going to go over, already being placed at the 15-yard line. Bree's going to throw. And it's incomplete. Boy, he doesn't drop many like that one. 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Breeze now. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. It's Chris Harris with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Back near his goal line. Here's Mahomes. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked up by Kyle Fuller. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Oh, man, Brandon, not a real good throw that time. It looked like he tried to put a little too much air under this one, and it turned into a floater. And defensively, this is a dream. He could have fair caught that one. That was way too easy.
And down inside the 15 he goes. 12 yards there as they move the chains. On 1st and 10, here's Breeze. He's going to be sacked back at the 23-yard line. Getting the sack, the big D tackle, Geno Atkins.
Young lady.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. They get 2 yards back, but they're going to need a lot more than that here on 3rd down. In their mind, certainly a field goal try would be a letdown. They had the great starting field position, now facing 3rd down. Breeze now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete.
Boy, you will not see a quarterback of his caliber miss on one like that very often. I mean, there it is, wide open, got the shot, and he misfires.
We talk about, boy, he'll want that one back all the time. He definitely wants that one back. Here's Aldrick Rosas now for the NFC field goal try. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And Rosas puts this one through. And that cuts into the deficit. It's now 20-10.
Well, no surprise there. Extremely reliable during the regular season. Bailed his team out time and again. Knocks another one through, this time in the Pro Bowl.
After the field goal, here's Rosas to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And he'll take this across the 25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Mahomes in the AFC now with a 1st and 10 at their own 27. They start with a give to Conner. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
On the delayed handoff, this is Gordon. It appears he'll be a few inches short, so 9 yards on the gain officially, and it'll be 3rd down. Could be 4-down territory even if they don't get this, but they need just a few inches here on 3rd. Steps away, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Bobby Wagner, the former 2nd rounder out of Utah State, with a sack.
I think normally we would talk about this more with basketball players and football players, but let's adopt it in this case. He's a stat sheet stuffer.
Had the interception earlier, now a sack. But he just needs a touchdown for the trifecta.
That's about all he needs, and he's going to go for it.
Rolling to his... And his pass is intercepted. For the 4th time today, it's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Well, the pressure gets home, and the AFC comes up with a sack. Chris Harris speeds in for the sack on the corner blitz. And they take him down, losing yardage back at the 27. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. Now Breeze. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
That's certainly playing down in distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. This will be fielded at the 17.
That's it, baby.
Before they can get the punt away, whistles as we've come to the end of the 3rd quarter of action. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. He'll have a 1st down past the 40 as he'll get this one up to the 44-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. 1st down. They run with Conner. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45.